Raynell Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service.
Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. It's highlighting the flavors in the chicken. That's what really makes me happy. Are you going to eat all your fries?
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
Raynell Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community.
And welcome everybody in to the Greenbrier Valley channel. I'm your host, Matthew Thomas, and I got co-host with me this evening, a voice, an unfamiliar voice, but you guys are going to be super excited to hear him. Introduce yourself, sir, tonight. I'm excited for this one.
I'm named Steve Tassis. I grew up in Hinton and played for the Bobcats, and I've got two granddaughters went to Beckley Christian and are playing. I've watched them all year, so they asked me to help out, so I'll help you all I can.
Yes, sir. I'm super excited for this matchup between West and between Greater Beckley. Greater Beckley, a school that is definitely a little bit smaller Christian school, but I'm telling you, when I played against them in men's basketball back years ago, they were a very tough team to compete with, and I think it's going to be the same way tonight, and I believe you're thinking the same thing.
Well, they've started off with only 6 players most of the year. They now have 7. It's been a struggle. They started off the year 0-6, and when you don't have anybody to practice against and you only have 6 players, you can't afford foul trouble. It took them a while to get their chemistry down, and about the middle of the year, they won 5 out of those 6, and they started gelling, and they have a record right now of 7, and they want to pressure. They'll play man-to-man. They'll push it up the floor. They've got some good shooters. If they're on tonight, it might be a pretty good ball game, but West definitely has the edge going into tonight's game.
Yeah, that is definitely one thing, like you said, about the bench. West has a lot of players, despite losing Abigail Thomas earlier in the year, early last year with that torn ACL, which hurts them big time on the rebounds. But the good thing is, for West anyway, they have their 2 main scorers in Presley Trelaway and Maddie Fields. But somebody I want everybody watching to look at tonight is Briley Redden. She has stepped up big time the last couple of games, and she was a huge help for them, especially in their game against Richwood, nailing 3 threes in the second quarter. And if she is able to get herself into that role early in this game, it's going to be a pretty big problem for Greater Beckley. But I mean, this isn't going to be one of those walkover games for West. They're going to have to fight to win this game this evening.
Well, you got the home edge here. A good crowd's filing in. You have 17 players on the roster. Beckley Christian has 7, so that makes a big difference. Bench strength. You can't get in foul trouble.
No, you can't.
Our girls are in good shape for Beckley Christian is a good thing. I don't think they'll get tired or anything, but if they do, you have to go to the bench, and the two girls on the bench has really done a good job for them, but they have different roles to face. Sometimes they'll go in for a guard, sometimes they'll go in for a forward. So really, they have to sit there and just kind of watch how the game flows in to know what position they're going to go into.
Exactly, and it's ideal to have 12 men on the roster, because if you can have one person to back up each of the positions, it's ideal. And then you can have those extra 2 guys to be in case if there's injuries, in case if there's foul trouble, whatever the case is. So it's definitely going to be tough for Greater Beckley to be able to overcome that, and especially, like you said, with foul trouble. And the way Greenbrier West scores is they love to get the ball into the paint. They don't have a ton of three-point shooters. They have Haley Ward and they have Briley Redden. And Maddie Fields will come out every now and then, and she might pop a 3 every now and then. But for the most part, their leading scorer, Preston Treadway, she's going to be in the paint scoring nearly all of her points. I can probably count on one hand how many three-pointers I've seen her make in her high school career, and she's a senior this year.
Well, you'll see a lot of shots from Beckley Christian from three-point range. We've got 2 or 3 good shooters, and they shoot a lot of threes. We're real small. We have no big girls. We've been dominated on the boards all year. That's really what's hurt them more than anything. We have the second leading rebounder in the state in Azam Pelfrey. She led the state in scoring most of the year, and now she is number 2. But she's a 5'3" center forward, and she's strong, quick. She's going to have to help really dominate on the boards for Beckley Christian to limit Greenbrier West to 1 shot tonight. But she has done one heck of a job. And like I said, she's 2nd overall in rebounding in the entire state. That's unbelievable.
And listen to what he just said. 5'3" forward. Write that down on a piece of paper, put it in your phone. You will probably never hear that again. There is very rare occasions where somebody is able to be a forward at 5'3". And yes, part of it is because of their depth. But the other thing is, too, at the end of the day, if you have heart and you have hustle and you want to get the ball, you're going to do your best to box out and rebound. And at the end of the day, that's the truth of how it was. My sister, whenever she was playing, she played forward at 5'7". So, I mean, she had that 4-inch height advantage, but she was averaging, I believe when she tore ACL, 14.5 rebounds a game. It's really all about heart and hustle.
How bad you want it.
Exactly.
And you hit her on the nose. That's the reason she gets the rebounds, because she is a go-getter, a hustler. She has instinct for the basketball, and that's it's not nothing to do with height. It's wanting the basketball, and that's why she's second leading scorer rebounder in the state.
Exactly. And one thing that I always tell people when they're coming into the broadcast, no matter how tough, no matter how hard the game is fought, the winner is going to come down to who can force the most turnovers and who can turn over the ball the least. For instance, if Greenbrier West comes out here and they play like Kansas did this past Saturday night and have 20 turnovers, it doesn't matter if they shoot the ball 10% better. It doesn't matter if they shoot 100% from the free throw line. And it sure as heck doesn't matter how many transition points they get. Because at the end of the day, if you turn the ball over and you give the other team easy points at the rim, you're not going to win a basketball game.
You're exactly right. I'm tickled for tonight's game. I can look at West and see they're well coached. They have an abundance of players. They're twice as big as Beckley Christian, just taller, and it's going to be a struggle for Beckley Christian, I think. But they have to play their game. Have to hit a lot of good outside shots. And
I love how we're talking good about the opposing team. One thing I love about Greater Beckley Christian, like you've been talking about beforehand, is their three-point shooting. Three-point shooting can either be the downfall or it can be the rise of your team. That is definitely something that Greater Beckley does better. And I don't think Greenbrier West is going to be able to match up with them tonight on the three-point game. So if Greater Beckley can manage to not turn the ball over, stay out of foul trouble, and they can manage to shoot the three ball much better than West, then I think we're going to walk out of here with a Crusaders win. But you never know. Let's see how this game goes.
Exactly.
So we're getting ready here in the next 5 minutes. We're going to go ahead and we'll have the national anthem. Saw the referees there in front of you just a second ago. We're going to get this game started. I'm super excited to see how this game plays out because this isn't going to be an easy game for either one of these teams. Both these teams want to go to the state tournament. And for those of you that don't know how the new state tournament format works, whenever you get those first 2 regional games, you immediately go to states. So the winner of this game right here is going to the state tournament. Now, me personally, I do not know the seeding for the state tournament yet, but this is going to be super exciting because even if, Greater Beckley could be sending a 7-man team to the tournament this evening.
There's no sectionals anymore. It's something new that WVIAC went to. WVIAC went to, and now it's no sectionals at all. So 2 wins 2 wins and you're in Charleston.
Exactly. And I love how they did it because they made it to where, look, you don't get a second chance. After that first round of sectionals, there is no more second chances. You can't lose the game and then maybe win the second round and go to the state tournament. There's not really much of a chance after that. So.
Crusaders and your Greenbrier West Lady Cavaliers. At this time, would everyone please stand to play over our national anthem.
Alrighty. Let's get this thing started. We're about to announce the Crusaders starting lineup here in just a few seconds.
I can tell you a little bit about the Crusaders. Their leading scorer this year is sophomore Leah Atkins, averaging 18.9 a game. She's their leading scorer almost every game. When they went on that 5 out of 6 wins in the middle of the season, she averaged almost 30 a game for those 6 games.
Let's back that up for a second. Say how many points she's averaging a game and what grade was she in again?
Beckley Christian has no seniors. Their roster is 2 juniors, 3 sophomores, and 2 freshmen. The leading scorer is a sophomore. The second leading scorer is a freshman. And they're young, and they like to run up down the floor, and they like to do pressure. They're fun to watch, but they can't handle anybody on the boards, and that's going to be the key factor for them tonight.
One thing I love that you just said is that none of these girls are seniors, and they have still managed to play their way into this chance for a state tournament. I mean, all they got to do, if you win tonight, you're going to the state tournament. Basketball doesn't matter if you have 5 players on your roster, if you've got 50 players on your roster. At the end of the day, this game is going to be a dogfight, and I'm freaking excited to watch it. Let's go.
I always say this. Basketball, you only have to put 5 on the floor.
That's all you got to do.
So you don't have to be UCLA to win the national championship.
Nope.
You can be Concord University. You know what I'm saying?
Can.
Because you only put 5 on the floor, and if you have those great 5 players with a little bit of help, you can beat anybody.
Exactly. Exactly. And speaking of a little bit of help, we're going to go ahead and give our first sponsor for the evening. Thank you to Toyota. Toyota and your local West Virginia Toyota dealers are proud to be the official sponsor of the WVSACC, supporting high school sports all across West Virginia. Visit us, buy a Toyota.Toyota. Let's go places. Alrighty, guys. Let's get this ready to get this game started. We got about 5 seconds till tip-off. As you guys can see there on your scoreboard, we're about to get this baby started. I'm super pumped up to see how this evening goes. It's going to be a hard-fought game for both sides of the court. And, yeah, let's get this thing going.
And this place is packed, jam-packed. Your Greenbrier West has done a great job here in getting this tournament underway and filling this thing up.
Exactly. And you're already seeing there from the very beginning the height difference between Treadway and the Crusader player. But let's see how it goes. Okay, Briley Redden takes the ball off the court, dribbles on the left wing over to Haley Ward, gives it to Lacey Critchley, a corner 3, a little bit short. Ward with the rebound. Ward well off the back iron, rebounded by Treadway. Treadway puts it in. It's good. Treadway with an early 2 points. Greenbrier West puts on a little bit of a 2-2-1 press to start out. Gets Briley Redden with the steal to turn it over to Maddie Fields. It's good. Fields makes it an early 4-0 lead here for the Cavaliers. They're still continuing that 2-2-1 pressure. And they're going to call the Crusader out of bounds, and it's going to go to Greenbrier West basketball.
Not exactly the way Beckley Christian wanted to start out the ball game. They're down 4-0 early on the opposing home team floor.
Coach Agee definitely knew from the go-ahead that they needed to force Greater Beckley to turn themselves over, but Greater Beckley takes it down the court right there, and number 25, Leah Atkins, is able to get the foul against, I believe that was Briley Redden. It was. That's going to be her first personal foul. So she's going to go to the line for 2 shots. You know how well Leah shoots from the free throw line? We're about to find out.
She's a sharpshooter from the foul line and the field.
She's got a really nice stroke. Really nice stroke. I like how she doesn't use her guide hand.
She also led him in scoring last year, too. So she's a 2-year starter.
I have a feeling she'll have 20-plus easily next year. She takes the second free throw and she drills it. Greenbrier West is going to take it down the court. Lacey Critchley on the baseline. Gets it over to Briley Redden. Little 2-2-1 press here from the Crusaders. Presley Treadway dribbles it down on the right sideline to her left hand. Picks up her dribble. Defended by the Crusaders. Briley Redden fires left corner. Little bit short. And it's going to be rebounded by Leah Atkins. Atkins gets a tip from Fields, but it's going to stay Crusader ball on the baseline with 6:59 to go in the first quarter. Atkins is going to take the ball out. Gets it over. They fire. A little bit short, and it's going to be rebounded. Nice hustle there by the Crusaders. They're going to come away with it. Gets it over to Atkins. Atkins for 3. A little bit off the right side and short. Treadway's going to come away with the rebound. They are going to call a jump ball. A little bit surprised a travel wasn't called there, but both teams were going for the ball, Steve.
And that's Aislinn Pelfrey. I was telling you about her earlier. Mm-hmm. Been the second rebounder in the state. She's already got 1, and she just tied the girl up there. She's really bested.
She's a pest in the middle, and she's going to be a pain for Greenbrier West to deal with tonight. Atkins dribbles on the baseline, tries to get the advantage, turns the ball over. Critchley dribbles the ball with her left hand down the baseline. Crosses over to Redden. Redden, top of the key. Gets it over to Ward. Ward already taking 2 threes today. She fires a third. Still 0 for 3. Treadway tries to get the rebound, not corralled by Atkins. Atkins tries to take it coast to coast. No foul called there on the play. Greenbrier West gets the ball nonetheless. Redden dribbles the ball up at the top of the key. Gets it over to Ward. Ward down to Treadway. Working in the post. Treadway. Presley Treadway with 4 early points to start the game for Greenbrier West. West is going to stay in there. 1-2-2 man press with Speedy. Maddie Fields up there at the top. And they're going to tune the Crusaders' Braylon Farish over. That's one thing the Crusaders are going to have a little bit of problem with is their height, not being able to get the ball over the top.
It's been a problem all year. They're so small. They're quick and they can shoot, but they're just so small.
Critchley fires the 3, a little bit short there on the corner, but rebounded by Fields. Fields down to Treadway, the beast down in the paint. Treadway's going to the free throw line for 2 shots for Greenbrier West. The foul's going to go on number 11, Destiny Farish. That's going to be your first personal.
I thought that one was on Aislinn, but it was
I thought it was down. Yeah, I thought it was too. That's the thing, though, about the height difference. Whenever you have a height difference as much as Greater Beckley does to West, it's going to make it so much harder for them to be able to be man down in the paint. But
yeah, they're trapping at half court now, and they're just so much taller that hard for the Beckley Christian to get the ball over their arms.
One thing I'd like to see if Greater Beckley can do, if they can manage to get the ball across court, if they can work it into the paint and kick out threes. They had a man open down there. Number 21, Kaylee Price. A little bit short there on the 3 ball, but nice rebound there by Miss Price. Stolen by Critchley. Critchley, nice job getting down the court. It's going to be a jump ball. I believe that's Greenbrier West ball it is. 7-2 with 5:29 to go in the first quarter. Critchley's going to take the ball out on the baseline. 2-2-1 press here for the Crusaders. Leah Atkins is ready, but they're going to go opposite side to Treadway. Treadway gets it into the middle. No, she doesn't. It's going to be a turnover. The Crusaders, but they give it right back to Treadway. Redden is going to get her first 2 points of the game. And we got a timeout here from Greater Beckley Christian. It's going to be a full timeout here from Greater Beckley. We're going to take a little bit of a commercial break. Metro News. For the best news coverage of high school sports in West Virginia all year, follow Joe Brocado and Greg Carey's Daily Post at westvirginiadailynews.com. We'll be right back at you from Greenbrier West.
It's flavorful. Hi, this is Patayo. And this is Elsa. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. I really like the marinated chicken breast because the spice comes in at just the right moment.
Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. It's highlighting the flavors in the chicken. That's what really makes me happy. Are you going to eat all your fries?
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Alrighty, and we are back from Greenbrier West. Number 1 from Beckley is going to take it out by Farish. She's going to get over, and we're going to have a foul in Greenbrier West. It should be on 50 of Maddie Fields. See, it is going to be on Maddie Fields. That's her first personal foul. It's going to be team second here in the first quarter with 5:13 to go. The main story of the first couple minutes, Greater Beckley's had trouble getting the ball across half court, and as soon as I said that, they nearly were able to get a bucket down there in the paint. Leah Atkins just a little bit too high for number 33, Aizen Pelfrey. Critchley over on the side. Gets it to Fields. Fields down to Redden. Redden's going to take it all the way. She's going to finish as well. Bradley Redden's got 4 early points. Cavaliers try to trap there on the sidelines to get it to Leah Atkins. A little bit of an in and out move. Over to Farish. Farish gets the ball tipped over to Redden. Redden takes the ball down the court. Redden wants to go all the way. It's going to be an offensive foul against Bradley Redden. That's going to be 2 early fouls here from Redden. Student section does not agree with the call here early on.
A good defensive play by Leah that time, and she held her ground and got the charge. Yeah.
She was 100% there in time. But you got student section's obviously going to disagree. Oh, you got to love it.
Good crowd.
I love it. You can't beat it. You really can't.
Can't beat being in a basketball gym.
No, you can't. 1-2-2 press here from the Cavaliers. Leah Atkins almost knows she is going to turn the ball over. Nice hustle there from number 1, Farish. Braylon Farish able to force a jump ball, and it's going to go back to Greater Beckley. Greenbrier West is going to call off their press just a little bit. Maddie Fields is there waiting at half court for Farish. Farish dribbles the ball. Gets it over to her sister. Which one's older, Destiny or Braylon?
Braylon is a junior, and
Braylon's
Destiny is the freshman.
Gotcha. I love the sisters being able to play together in high school. I personally didn't have a brother, but it's so cool to be able to see siblings be able to play together.
They've been playing together for years, but
Maddie Fields wide open for 3. She took about 5 seconds to shoot that shot. Presley Treadway, the beast that she is, and 1 for Presley Treadway. Oh my goodness. There's a reason why Treadway leads Greenbrier West in scoring. She is an absolute animal in the paint. And the only thing is, too, she's good at the free throw line as well. So let's see if she can convert here.
And they're dominating on the rebound end, and they're taking the ball inside every time and scoring with ease.
Treadway shot up, and it is good. That's going to be 8 early points here from Treadway, almost in double digits already, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter yet. Leah Atkins takes the ball down the court, tries to get it past Fields and does. Atkins dribbles down the court, gets it over to Ferris. Ferris for 3, off the backboard, missed. Redden with the rebound. Redden fumbles the ball a little bit, able to control it at half court. Redden dribbles over her right hand. Has Ward wide open. Ward, her 4th free of the day. A little bit short. Ward, nice hustle there. Gets her own rebound. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to stay with Greenbrier West. Yeah, Greater Beckley's trying to scrummage for those loose balls right now, trying to get themselves open a little bit despite their lack of size. Critchley able to get into the paint to Treadway. Presley Treadway. Oh, my goodness. That's 10 points here for Treadway, already in double figures. Greater Beckley not able to get the ball past the baseline, and Ferris is going to turn it over. Oh, excuse me, no, it's going to be off. It's going to be off of Maddie Fields. Believe that was Fields as well, tipping it out of bounds. Good defense here for the Cavaliers on their 1-2-2 full-court press. Ferris forced to be over there in the corner. Can't move her feet, but now gets it to Atkins. Atkins tries to make something happen, splits the double team. Gets past Ward. Over to Pelfrey. Pelfrey gets it back to Atkins. Pelfrey tries to dribble, gets it over to Ferris. Ferris Trapped on the corner, but it's going to be a foul on Haley Ward. That's going to be Ward's first personal foul. Greenbrier West 4th team foul on the evening. That is one good thing that Greater Beckley has been able to force Greenbrier West to do is get themselves a little bit of foul trouble. That's Redden. Redden's got 2 fouls here a little bit early in this game. Parrish gets it over to Atkins. Atkins fakes the 3. Little bit of a floater move. And
on the floor.
And they are going to call it on the floor. If you're asking me, don't quite agree with that, but I mean, okay.
I thought it was going to be 2 in the extra free throw there.
To me, it looked like she hit her in the hip whenever she was starting her shooting motion. Yeah, she wasn't in the air quite yet, but it doesn't matter. If you're starting that shooting motion, it counts. So let's see if she can make it count. Ball never lies. You know what I'm saying? And she makes it. That's going to be 3 points for her. She leads the Crusaders in scoring. We got a 30-second timeout here from Coach Agee of Greenbrier West. And this game is brought to you by Chocolate Milk. Greatness is built with chocolate milk, the official beverage of the WVSACC. The American Dairy Association's Mideast reminds you low-fat chocolate milk has the right mix of fluids, carbs, and protein to rehydrate and refuel muscles. Visit drink-milkchocolate.com. Alrighty. Just a little 30-second timeout, so we're not going to go anywhere from Greenbrier West. 3:21 to go here in the first quarter. West is, for lack of a better term, pretty much dominated. Greater Beckley is having trouble right now getting across that half court with Greenbrier West press. And with the lack of size that Greater Beckley has, they're struggling just a little bit.
But I like what Lane Aker, the coach of Beckley Christian, has changed it, and is not trying to pass the ball up the floor now because, like you said earlier, they're just so tall.
Exactly.
That now he's getting it to his ball handling guards, and they're just trying to take off up the floor.
Exactly, and then right there they force a turnover. Atkins able to get it from Ward. Atkins for 3 to get her 6 point. I believe that was tipped. Treadway's going to get the rebound over to Redden. Redden dribbles the ball up the middle of the court, gets past the half-court line, gets it over to Ward. Ward already taking 4 threes in the game. She's going to get it over to Critchley in the corner. Critchley a little bit long, but rebounded once again by Presley Treadway. I mean, can we name her Presley Animal Treadway? Because that's what she is in the paint.
She's dominating down low. Every ball comes off the rim. It's going into Greenbrier West hands. We're just, Beckley Christian is so small, and they really have to have the ball almost come to them to be effective.
Now, one thing I do want Greenbrier West to be careful of, if Greenbrier West isn't careful and Leah is able to get on a roll, she's able to hit those 3-pointers, you can tell she's got that stroke on her. So let's see if anything comes of that.
She's a shooter. She can get hot.
Oh, yes, exactly. Fields able to take it right over the top of the Crusaders, and she gets the layup. Greenbrier West does a little bit of a different press, 2-2-1 press here. They pull Maddie Fields back to half court. And looks like Ferris is going to be able to split the double team. No, turned over by Presley. Treadway gets it over to Redden for 2 points. That's 6 for Redden. Atkins takes it over the half-court line. 21-3 here in the first quarter. Atkins defended by Critchley. Over on the right side, Atkins crosses over to her right hand. Gets it over to Ferris. Ferris is going to take a 3 from the volleyball line. It's good. Good shot there from the freshman, Destiny Ferris. That's her first 3 points of the game. A little bit of pressure here from the Crusaders, trying to get Critchley to turn it over. Gets it over to Ward. Over to Redden. Redden fires a 3. Air ball. Not able to make anything happen there on the play, but it's going to stay with Greenbrier West here on the baseline. Or excuse me, with Greater Beckley here on the baseline. Look at me messing up the teams twice. It is West ball.
The girls' game is so quick, it's really hard to call.
Yeah, it's okay. I love doing it. Critchley gets it over to Treadway. Treadway gets 2 points. Oh, my goodness. That's already 13 points here for Treadway. We're going to have a walk card here on Destiny Ferris. I was looking down at my score pad. I didn't see anything there. She might have shuffled her right foot.
She's got a bad habit. She's got a bad habit sometimes, and when she wants to make a move, she shuffles both feet, and that's something she's got to work on this summer. She's only a freshman.
She's only a freshman, exactly. Treadway scores another 2. That's 15 early points here. She might break her own scoring record this evening. Who knows? Destiny Ferris brings it over the volleyball court line. Wanted to shoot the 3, chooses not to.
She will shoot it. She will put it up.
Destiny Ferris a little bit frustrated here. Wants a play call. Gets it over to Atkins. Atkins dribbles. Gets it towards the middle. It's going to be a foul on, I believe, Ward. Either be on Ward or Treadway. It is going to go on Ward. That's Ward's second personal foul. Team 6 foul. So we got free throws here for Leah Atkins here. 25-6 Greenbrier West leads. up by 19 with 1:46 to go here in the first quarter. Atkins doing pretty good from the stripe here to start out this game.
3 of 4 so far.
3 of 4, yes. It's going to make it 4 or 5. Shooting at 80% from the line. Wasn't very good at math in high school. Into the game for the Cavaliers. Gracie Rhodes, the freshman. Samantha Holiday, the junior. Gracie Rhodes has been getting a lot of playing time here recently these last couple weeks. She's not a shooter, but man, I can tell you she can rebound the ball. So off the back iron, Atkins, nice hustle there, nearly gets the ball away from 4 Cavaliers, but rebounded by Critchley. Over to Ward. Holiday, not a three-pointer. You see much. Misses off the back iron. Once again, Presley Treadway. My goodness, I wish I was keeping up with her rebounds. She's got to have almost double digits in rebounds already. Which
we're only in the first quarter.
Exactly. And the thing is about Treadway, she not only has the athleticism to go and get the ball, but she also has that side which Greater Beckley unfortunately doesn't have, which plays to Treadway's advantage. That gives her 16 early points here to start the game. Treadway actually has the most amounts of points have scored in a West game. And as of right now, if she can keep up with this, she's on track to break that again. So, I mean,
she's had an unbelievable first quarter. Best first quarter I've seen of a girl have all year.
She really has. And one thing you notice, she doesn't take many shots from the three-point line. A little bit of a three-pointer there from Ferris. Misses. Rebounded by Samantha Holiday. Gets it over to Critchley. Critchley over to Ward. Ward gets it down in the paint to Treadway. Over to Critchley in the corner. Critchley for 3. A little bit short, but rebounded by Samantha Holiday. And we're going to have a foul called here. And it's going to be on Samantha Holiday. That's going to be Holiday's first foul of the game in her few short minutes. And it was an off-ball foul, so we are not going to have free throws here. Greenbrier West does call off their press. Looks like they're playing a little bit of a 3-2 zone here with Critchley, Rhodes, and Ward up at the top of the key.
I'm sure this tickles Beckley Christian to death. They were working themselves to death trying to beat that press.
100% it does. Farish gets it in the paint to Pelfrey. Pelfrey gets it out to Farish. Farish dribbles, tries to get it past Ward and does. Farish is going to walk a little bit. Took one too many Euro steps on the play, and that's that little bit of a freshman immaturity. But one thing is, with the amount of playing time she's been getting, she's going to get a whole lot better at that within the next few years.
Yeah, she's had a good year, but you got to remember she's a freshman. She's leading the state in a single A in scoring for a freshman. She's had that big year, but she still makes a lot of freshman mistakes.
Rhodes, a shot you don't see too often. A little bit off air ball, and it's going to go to Greater Beckley. 49 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Cavaliers lead 27-7. Braylon Ferris is going to dribble it down the baseline. The junior Ferris. She's going to get over to Atkins. Atkins splits the double team in the corner. Over to Ferris again. Younger sister. Ferris gets it in the right side. Over to Atkins. And Greenbrier West with good hands on the defense. And that's one thing that we said pregame. Greater Beckley is trying their absolute best to be able to get the ball into the paint, but with their lack of size, they have a lot of trouble doing it with these Greenbrier West bigs in the paint. Looks like Greater Beckley is going to slow it down a little bit. Destiny Farish dribbles it out on the side, gets it over to Atkins, top of the key. Atkins being defended by Rose at the volleyball line. Over to Ferris. Ferris will shoot that 3, but doesn't choose to do it this time. Ferris dribbles into the corner, tries to get it to her sister, but it's tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay Greater Beckley Crusaders ball with 12 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Need to go for one here. 12 seconds to go. Even though we're down 20, they still need to go for the last shot.
The good thing is there's 11 seconds left, so they have plenty of time to make it one shot, get a rebound. Critchley nearly steals the ball away from number 33, Ashlyn Pelfrey. She's got 5 seconds. Ferris is going to make something happen, gets it over to Atkins. Atkins takes a 3. And there was a foul, but it looks like it's going to be after the ball was shot, so nothing is going to be called. 27-7. From Greenbrier West High School.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
More personal cameras, I guess you could say, is a good way to word it. Alrighty. And we are back at Greenbrier West, 27-7. Right now, Greenbrier West leads the Greater Beckley Crusaders 27-7. Like we were talking pregame, the story of this game has been the Greenbrier West pressure. They're a lot bigger than Greater Beckley, and Greater Beckley is struggling to get the ball past midcourt. Greenbrier West is, for lack of a better word, dominated on the turnover battle against Greater Beckley.
Yeah, and plus the boards, we're not getting any rebounds. They're getting second and third shots, and they're scoring almost every time down because Beckley Christian is just so small, and the Greenbrier West girls are so talented and so, they just know how to get positioned down low, and that's part of the game, and they're dominating down low.
Exactly. Let's see if anything changes here in the second quarter. No major foul trouble to mention yet. Redden, Fields, and Ward all have 2, but other than that, that's about it. They leave Fields open to shoot the 3. She chooses not to. Gets it into Critchley in the paint. Critchley nails that mid-range jumper, and that's going to be Critchley's first 2 points of the game.
Biggest lead of the night, 22 points.
Yes. We'll see if that ends up increasing over the next little bit. Atkins over there in the corner. Pump fakes against Treadway. Atkins gets it over to Farrer. Ferris gets it to her sister. Fires a little bit off the back iron. She can shoot that ball, though, folks. She's 1 for 3 there tonight, but let's see if she can get going. Fields, a little bit of a spin move. And she gets another couple points. That's 6 points here on the night for Fields. 31-7 here. Greenbrier West leads. Farish gets it over to Braylon Farish.
Farish to Farish.
Farish to Farish. Whenever they pass it to each other, I try to make it look, try to get their first name. So, already. Destiny Ferris dribbles the ball up at the top of the key. The younger Ferris, one of their leading scorers. Gets it over to Braylon Ferris. Braylon Ferris tries to dribble into the paint, can't. Gets it over to Atkins. Atkins tries to make something happen against Critchley. Over to Ferris. Ferris dribbles the ball top of the key near the volleyball line. The freshman tries to get it into the paint. Gets it over to her sister. Atkins pump fake against Fields. Shoots the ball. Well short. Tipped by Fields. Treadway dribbles the ball down the court. Treadway gets it over to Ward. Ward already taking a couple threes, not scared to shoot it. Gets it over to Redden. Fields for 3. A little bit off the back iron. Rebounded by Critchley. Critchley also off the back iron, but rebounded by Atkins. Atkins takes the ball down the court. Can she go coast to coast? No, she can't. A little bit short off the rebound. But Atkins says, give that right back to me. Steals it from Critchley. Farish, that's a 3-pointer. Off the back iron. Rebounded by Maddie Fields. And Greenbrier West corrals the rebound. Riley Redden dribbles the ball up the court. Gets it over to Ward. Ward, her 5th 3 of the day. Off the mark. Rebounded by Eslyn Pelfrey. Farish dribbles the ball top of the key. Picks up her dribble. Wants her sister. She gets it to her. Dribbles top of the volleyball line. Tries to get it over to Atkins, but turns it over. Treadway wants to go all the way. But there's going to be a foul on number 1, Braylon Farish. I believe that's just her first personal foul, so she should be good for the rest of this game. But that's one thing, as you were mentioning earlier, Steve, about this Greater Beckley team with their lack of depth. They don't want to get into any major foul trouble.
Can't afford that, that's for sure.
No, they can't. Long 2 there from Critchley, but airballed. Farish dribbles down the baseline. The freshman wants 2 points. And she is a little bit short on the play. Treadway comes down the court, wants 2 points. Treadway thought that number 33, Eslyn Pelfrey, was going to defend her, and Pelfrey backed up. That is one of the funniest plays I've seen this season.
And she didn't need to do the pump fake, did she?
No, she didn't. She could have taken that straight up, but unfortunately for Greenbrier West, it's going to be a turnover. Greater Beckley ball. Atkins, top of the key. Gets it over to Destiny Farish. Back to Pelfrey. Over to Farish again on the right wing. Gets it over to her younger sister. Atkins wants to take the shot, and she's going to get smacked on the back of the arm. I believe that was Fields. And if that is on Fields, that's going to be her 3rd personal foul. It is going to be on Fields.
She's coming out. Coach jumped up real quick.
Yeah. The good thing is for Greenbrier West, Fields has become more of that paint game, which is what Rhodes is coming into the game. So Rhodes is going to fill in nicely for her at the position. One thing to watch out for with Rhodes is she likes to get really fiery underneath the basket. If somebody's trying to get the ball from her, she's going to try to smack and claw her way to get it. So let's see if that happens. Atkins goes 1 for 2 from the strike here. Ward on the baseline, 2-2-1 press here from Greater Beckley. Atkins jumps up and down trying to steal the ball, can't. Gets it over, but it's going to be a turnover. A steal by number 24, Allison Moten. Gets it down to Farish. The freshman gets it over to her junior sister. And we are going to have a personal foul against Greenbrier West All-Stater Presley Treadway. That's going to be Treadway's first personal foul. Treadway's got 17 early points here to start this game. Absolutely crazy.
17 of the 31, so over half of the points.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. She dominates the paint. Farish wants the three-pointer. She shoots it a little bit off the back iron. I mean, you can tell Farish has that stroke, but she's just a little bit long right now on that three-pointer. Redden dribbles the ball, calls the play here for Greenbrier West, gets it over to Haley Ward. Over to Redden. Treadway, a rare three-pointer. Misses. Nearly rebounded by Rhodes. Nice hustle there by Rhodes to get it to Ward. Oh, my goodness. Haley Ward, that's her first 2 points of the game. Nice hustle there by Rhodes. Farish has the ball, gets it over to Atkins. Three-pointer. Too long. Air ball. Rebounded by Redden. Redden wants to take it coast to coast. Treadway with her hand up in the air. She's going to try to get it to her. Rhodes gets a little bit too much in the way, and it's going to be a turnover and go to the Crusaders. Good little start here so far to the second quarter.
And Greenbrier West is kind of called off the dogs. They're not pressing. They're back in the zone defense.
Exactly.
I think it's a good gesture by the coach, Greenbrier West.
It is, and the thing is, too, they're a little bit of a smaller team, so they haven't been able to get that pressure in regardless, so it hasn't mattered too much. Ward takes another three. Ward has shot 6 threes today. Unfortunately, hasn't get any to fall. Treadway, oh, my goodness. Nice hustle there by Treadway. It's going to be a jump ball, though, right back to Greater Beckley.
Stronger, bigger, faster. Greenbrier West is a very, very good team.
Treadway's very fortunate there that Greater Beckley had her hand on the ball, because if she didn't, Treadway would have been swinging her arms. It would have been a foul. Ferris fires another three, misses off the mark. Ferris is only, I believe, 1 for 5 or 1 for 6 from the three-point line.
When she doesn't square up, that's usually what happens. She's a little bit off.
Critchley with the three-pointer. Lacey Critchley, that's 5 points for her. She says, put me on the scoreboard, Mr. Thomas. I'll take it. That's 5 points for her. Destiny Ferris over on the line, gets it to her teammate Pelfrey. Top of the key, Pelfrey gets it over to Atkins, defended by Critchley. Atkins gets it over to Ferris. We're going to have a foul before the three-pointer. Pelfrey is definitely glad that there was a foul called there. She might have been distracted by the personal foul, but nonetheless, it is going to be a foul on number 34, Gracie Rhodes. That's her first personal foul.
Greenbrier West, a very talented team, a deep bench. These girls know what they're doing, and they're very well coached. You can see that.
They are, and one thing that you were mentioning earlier, Greenbrier West has more depth, first of all, but also they have more maturity. They have several seniors on their team, which unfortunately, and also fortunately for Greater Beckley Christian, they don't have that experience. So, which, I mean, like I said, it's good and bad because they're able to keep all their players for next year, but still.
Yeah, they're going to need 2 or 3 more players at least. You can't even practice when you only have 6, 7 players.
No, you can't, because you can't have that quote-unquote JV team to go up against the varsity.
Yeah, you don't learn anything. You don't learn anything if you're not going up against anybody.
Exactly. Press here on the line. Atkins was trapped in the corner by Ward and Treadway. And it's going to be Greenbrier West ball here. Ward is going to take it out on the baseline. 2:49 here to go in the second quarter. I know those of you that listen to the Richwood game, you guys are happy that I don't have to deal with the scoreboard this time. Able to keep up with the score all the way this time. Greater Beckley definitely wants a walk there against Critchley. Nonetheless, we're going to have a jump ball. I believe Greater Beckley might have got robbed a little bit there. It looked like the ball was loose to me, but nonetheless, it is still going to go to Greater Beckley on the ball here. Farish is going to take the ball out on the sidelines, gets it to her sister, Braylon Farish. Gets it over in the corner to Atkins. Atkins, stolen by Ward. Ward gets it stolen right back by Destiny Farish. And Haley Ward is going to pick up her 3rd personal foul. That's going to be team's 4th. Excuse me, that might be team's 5th. If it is, that's free throws here for Greater Beckley. Let me check here real fast. Nope, that's just 4 personal fouls. So one more. Greater Beckley will be in the bonus for the rest of the second quarter. Atkins dribbles the ball, top of the key. Ferris fills over the right wing. She's going to get the ball defended by Critchley. Ferris tries to get it into the paint, does. Nice move there from Ferris, and we are going to have a foul here. Let's see, that's either going to be against Treadway or Rose. The official looks like he's looking towards Rhodes. Excuse me, it is going to be against Treadway. Never assume, folks. This is going to be Ferris's, to be more specific, Destiny Ferris, the freshman. This is her first 2 free throws of the game. Nice stroke here from Ferris. Let's see if she can get something going. Nails the first free throw.
Destiny averages 12.4 a game and 4 rebounds and 4 assists each game. She's had a real good year for a freshman.
She's just shooting a little bit strong, but she'll get the hang of it years to come. Redden tries to throw to the 6'4" Samantha Holiday. Oh, yeah, that's right. She's only about 5'2". Unfortunately, turnover there for Greenbrier West. Ferris gets it over to her sister, Braylon Ferris, at the top of the key. The junior gives it to the freshman. Ferris dribbles on the sideline, defended by Holiday. That's what Holiday's mainly known for. Not known much for offense, but she is going to get you steals, and she is going to give you the absolute most hustle she can on the defensive side of the ball. Ferris wanted to shoot the 3, wasn't able to. Gets it over to her sister, Braylon Ferris. Atkins gets the ball, top of the key from Pelfrey. Ferris gets it over to her younger sister. Atkins wants to shoot it. Destiny, 3-pointer. And it is everywhere but the bottom of the net. 3 times it hit the rim. Oh, my goodness. Destiny Ferris having trouble getting those 3-pointers. Bredden tries to get it into the paint to Treadway. Nice play there from Samantha Holiday, able to clean up a little bit of trash there from Presley Treadway. Treadway's had a really nice game, but off the mark there. We're going to have 2 free throws here from Samantha Holiday. A foul's going to go against number 33, Hazelyn Pelfrey. That's her 2nd personal foul. And 2 personal fouls for Greater Beckley is like 3 or 4, unfortunately, with the lack of depth. So...
yeah, it's very important. Very important they don't get in foul trouble.
Exactly.
They've had 6 players the entire year and been lucky. Not very many people has gotten hurt. And then he just added her 7th player about 2 weeks ago.
So, jump ball there on Greenbrier West. It was rebounded by number 11, Destiny Ferris, but it's going to stay Greenbrier West ball on the jump ball. Lacey Critchley's going to take it out on the baseline. Greenbrier West runs their play. Treadway wants the ball in the post. She's not going to get it over to Samantha Holiday. Holiday misses, but rebounded by Destiny Ferris. Destiny dribbles the ball on the baseline. Wanted Atkins, but Atkins wasn't looking up. Gets it over to her sister. Her sister, Braylon, fires the 3 off the back iron. Rebounded, though, by the smaller Atkins. Destiny over to Braylon. Nice passing there by Greater Beckley, but missed off the front iron there from Pelfrey. Pelfrey 3 times, and she's going to go to the free throw line. Oh, my goodness.
And that's why she's number 2 in the state in rebounding. Right
exactly.
There. You just saw a good example of what she's done all year.
And like you said before the game, she's 5 foot, what'd you say, 5'2",
5'3".
Yeah, 5'2", 5'3", and she is getting rebounds like she's 5'7".
Yes.
She's already got 5 rebounds on the game. I don't know how I've been able to keep up with that. Sometimes I wonder how my brain works.
I don't know how you do it either, because you're not marking it down. You're just remembering it in your head.
Yeah, the one thing I do have marked down is scoring. So, I mean, hopefully I can at least count the 3. So we'll see how that goes. She fires and drills both free throws. Nice shots there from Pelfrey. Critchley gets it on the baseline. Redden feels the pressure from Atkins. Critchley defended by Ferris. Nice defense there from Ferris, but she is going to get a foul called against her. That's going to be Braylon Ferris. That is the junior Ferris. That's going to be her 2nd personal foul. Team's 3rd foul. I don't think Greater Beckley has too much to worry about here foul-wise. Treadway wasn't able to corral it. Gets it over to Destiny. Destiny, 3-pointer. Well short. Destiny Ferris has not been able to get that shot going. That's her 2nd air ball of the game. Critchley gets it down to Treadway. Treadway wants 2 more points, and she's going to get it. Oh, my goodness. That's 19 points on the evening here from the All-Stater, Presley Treadway. Destiny Ferris dribbles on the sideline. Ferris is well off on the game, but you can tell that she really shoots the ball for the most part. Treadway, that's 20. 21 to be exact. Farish dribbles the ball. Braylon Farish does. Gets it over to Destiny Farish. Destiny dribbles top of the key near the volleyball line. 3-2 defense here from the Cavaliers. Atkins well off the mark on the three-pointer. You can tell that their identity is definitely three-pointers because they aren't able to quite get in there. But
yeah, they're having a bad night shooting the three-pointers too. So it's really been one of their worst nights of the year shooting a three-pointer.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if they've got one to fall yet, Steve.
Just one. Destiny hit first one she shot, and that's it.
Yeah, that was it. Alrighty, and that's going to be the end of the second quarter. We've got an utter domination here in Charmco, 40-11. Greenbrier West leads the Greater Beckley Crusaders. This game is sponsored to you by the Health Plan. It's good to have options when choosing health coverage for yourself, for your family, or for your employees, and you've got options with the Health Plan. The Health Plan, plan on it. Learn more at healthplan.org. We're going to be back at you from Linda K. Epling Stadium at Greenbrier West. I'll be right back at you. This is Matthew Thomas with Steve Tesos. We'll be right back to y'all. All right.
Reno Medical Center is located in the heart of Reno and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Reno Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium-duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful.
Hi, this is Patayo.
And this is Elsa. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. I really like the marinated chicken breast because the spice comes in at just the right moment.
Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. It's highlighting the flavors in the chicken. That's what really makes me happy. Are you going to eat all your fries?
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
Pressing him, and he's bringing the ball about. So look at this. 5 foot.
Every time I see him down at Western, he's a fantastic dude. I love talking to him. Alrighty, and we are back from Greenbrier West High School. And overall, it has been, unfortunately, for Greater Beckley, an utter domination for Greenbrier West. They have forced multiple turnovers against Greater Beckley, and Greater Beckley has not been able to get the three-point ball going. But a little bit of a sponsorship here real quick from the WVUM Thomas Hospitals. When it comes to your family's health, trust WVU Medicine Thomas Hospitals. From routine checkups to advanced surgical procedures, world-class care is available close to home. WVU Medicine Thomas Hospitals. Alrighty. So, overall, for the most part of this game, like I said, overall Greenbrier West domination to start out this game. And overall, I want to hear your points that you are Crusader, I guess you could say not Crusader alumni, but Mr. Steve, you got a couple daughters that go to that go to Greater Beckley, and want to hear your take on what you thought the first 16 minutes was like.
Well, I knew we were probably going to be in trouble playing on their home floor, much bigger team. we only had 6 players all year, as I've stated many times. And they started off a year, they were no team chemistry or anything. They were 0-6. In the middle of the year, the team chemistry kicked in because we couldn't practice against anybody. We only had 6 players.
Exactly.
And I really believe you can't improve until coach doesn't know what's going to his players are going to do until you scrimmage or play against somebody in practice. So I really thought that was big. And I was worried about them having a bad year, but they ended up winning 5 out of 6 in the middle of the year. They won 7, lost at 11, and played pretty good ball from the middle of the season on. But we're so short-handed with only having 7 players now, and the last girl just started playing about 2 weeks ago. But so I knew we were going to be hurting if we got in foul trouble. I knew we were going to be hurting if on the boards. It's killed us. It's killed them all year. They handle the ball pretty well. They shoot threes real good, but they can't make a shot tonight. I mean, Destiny usually shoots almost 40% from the three-point line. She's only a freshman. Leah hasn't made a field goal, and she's our top scorer, and she's probably our best three-point shooter. Destiny made her first one, and she's probably missed 6 or 7 since then. And they've just struggled. New floor, new ball game, new teammate. It just makes it hard when it's a big crowd like this. You're playing against Greenbrier West. You're playing against the number 1 seed. And you're playing against a much bigger opponent.
Yes,
and
exactly.
They just the Greenbrier West shooting 2 or 3 times every time down the floor. That's why they've got 40 points at halftime. It's just been a really complete domination, and we're just so young. Beckley Christian, no seniors, 2 juniors, 3 sophomores, and 2 freshmen is what's on the team right now. But not to make any excuses, Greenbrier West is a very, very talented team, and Beckley Christian knew they had to play real good, and they're not playing very well. So it's both. It's a combination of 2 or 3 things.
Off of there's 2 big things that you said that have been the turning point of this game, and I completely agree with everything you said. First things first, and this goes back to, I'm going to explain this a little bit for people that have never played basketball or people that don't quite remember how basketball practices work. So whenever you're practicing in the gym, you're practicing, it's usually varsity against JV, or what they'll do is they'll take some varsity players, mix them up with some other varsity players, and you'll play against each other. And that's how they scrimmage. Whenever you have 7 players or less, or even we'll take 9 players or less, and you don't have an opportunity to go 5 against 5, it puts the other team, or it puts your team at an extreme disadvantage, because like Steve was saying earlier, you don't have that chance to be able to get that experience until you go to scrimmages. And by the time you're at scrimmages, you're almost a month into the season.
And that's what happened.
Exactly.
Lane coach is a super coach. They've done a real good job. He's got his son as assistant, and Tommy Carter's assistant, and they've done a super job of promoting the program and working the girls, and they've gotten so much better, and they've learned a lot. But it took them halfway through the season before they got there. As you stated, you don't know what mistakes they're going to make till they make them in a game. Then you got to go to practice after that and fix it. Well, it took them half a year to fix it.
Exactly. And that is not the recipe for success. Now, the good thing is for the Crusaders, like you mentioned earlier in our broadcast, they have no seniors. And they got a couple juniors on the team, but overall, this is an extremely young team. So it's going to fare for them later on in the year. And Greenbrier West has been able to get pretty much everything that they've wanted from the game. One thing I want to see them do a little bit better in the second half is shoot the 3-ball better. Lacey Critchley has 1 3-pointer. Outside of her 3-pointers, we've had 2 3-pointers made the entire game by both squads. You guys have one from Miss Leah, and then we've got one from Miss Lacey. That's it. Other than that, there's really been no 3-point shooting. It's been a domination from Treadway in the paint.
And you told me earlier, I'm gonna get on you a little bit. You told me earlier you didn't think they'd shoot 5 or 6 3-pointers the whole entire game, and that's all they've shot.
Pretty much. Well, the way Greenbrier West usually plays basketball is they work from Presley Treadway. If they are able to get it down to Treadway, bad things normally happen for the opposing team. And what they've done tonight is, I love what Mark Agee has done, our head coach. What Mark has done is he is allowing our team to work, try to get those 3-point shots up, because he knows we're going to get the rebound anyway down in the paint. So what he's doing is he's allowing the girls to get a little bit of practice shooting the 3-ball, because at the end of the day, we really need Redden, we need Critchley, and we need Ward to start on 3-pointers. And right now, Ward is shooting 0 for 6 from the 3-point line. So they are going to have her improve. And Redden hasn't shot too many. I believe she's only taken 1 or 2 shots from the 3-point line the whole game. But at the end of the day, if it's a 3-point game, you need those 1 or 2 3-pointers to fall if you're Redden. So.
Back when I played, I'll tell my age a little bit. Back when I played, there wasn't a three-pointer. So, and I hate to get started on this, but I'm going to.
Let's do it.
I think three-point shot has ruined the game. If you probably don't remember because you're not old enough to remember back when it was. All these girls want to do, all the guys want to do is make a three. If they shoot 1 for 5, they're happy because they made a three-pointer. They go home happy. They don't work for the best shot. I grew up and was taught if a girl has a 20-footer and you see somebody open for a 15-footer, get it to the girl for the 15-footer because it's a better shot.
Get the closer shot and the more open shot, exactly.
And work the ball inside. Of course, back years ago, you catered to the big man. You wanted to have the big man because everybody went inside. That was the game. Now it's get guards and forwards, get the quickest team you can get the best shooters you can get, and run up and down the floor and shoot threes. That's all they want to do. And to me, I grew up the other way, and it's hard for me to watch a game when and it's proven tonight. Beckley Christian has hit 1. Greenbrier West has hit 1. How many they shot? Beckley's probably shot 12 or 14.
They've probably, something like
West
that.
has probably shot 15 or 16. All right, they're 1 for 15 and 1 for 14.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I don't like the game as I used to like it because it's just a game of run down
from the free-point line, exactly.
Shoot a 12 or 15-footer where you make 45, 50%.
I understand. Yeah, and
it's just a different game, and I really, I'm old school, and it's hard for me to watch just kids just run up and down the floor and just throw up 25-footers. I mean,
exactly. If you can make it, that's one thing. But yeah, if you're missing, that's a whole nother. A little bit before this second half gets started, the game is brought to you by Field Turf. Field Turf is the trusted choice for athletic fields in West Virginia. Field Turf is a proud partner of the WVSACC. Let's get back to some gameplay, boys and girls. Let's do this thing. We still got the Farish twins. They might as well be twins up at the top of the key. Tries to get it down in the paint to her sister, Destiny. Not able to make it happen, and it's going to be an early turnover here for Greater Beckley. Just 11 seconds into the game. But a 2-2-1 press here to try to get Greenbrier West a little bit out of rhythm. Redden dribbles the ball up. Gets it down to Treadway. Treadway wants to work in the paint, and she does. And that's one thing that you were to back up your point, what you were saying about three-pointers. Greenbrier West is able to shoot those three-pointers because they know they have Bredden and they know they have Treadway, and they also have Fields down there in the paint to back them up. The thing is, not a lot of teams have that, and they're still jacking up those three-pointers like you were saying earlier.
Yeah, I'd hate to guess what the rebounding edge is. We don't have a stat over here, but I hate it's got to be 3 to 4 to 1.
Oh, gosh.
Easy.
And a lot of it, like you said, is size. It's
size,
yes. It's almost impossible to be able to rebound over somebody 6 inches taller than you. But alrighty, Ferris dribbles the ball, top of the key, gives it over to her sister Destiny. Gives it over to Braylon. Braylon back over to Atkins. Atkins dribbles the ball, defended by Ward. Atkins wants it. Braylon Ferris gets it over to Atkins. Atkins left wing. Nearly turned over by Pelfrey, but able to get over to Farish. Destiny Farish probably had the little floater.
Yeah, she had the shot that time.
Yeah. Atkins, she will take the shot. Misses a little bit off the back iron. That's a layup they needed. Greenbrier West, though, is going to have an easy 2 points here on the fast break layup. And you guessed it, Presley Treadway again with 24 points to lead the Cavaliers. Missed shot there from Greater Beckley. We're going to have a jump ball here, and it's going to be Greenbrier West ball, 43-11 right now. 32-point lead here for Greenbrier West with 6:50 to go here in the third quarter. If I had to venture to say, we'll have some substitutions made here by Greenbrier West. I would say by Greater Beckley too, but I mean, there's no substitution.
But they're stuck now where they have to pressure and push the ball up the floor, and kind of their game all year, but they've got to do it now.
And that's props to coach. The three-pointer here by Briley Redden, but rebounded by Treadway. Oh my goodness!
As you said,
yes. I mean, that's the thing. If you're able to shoot three-pointers and be able to be loose with it, and know you have somebody like Treadway down the post, you can do whatever you want. Pelfrey takes a mid-range shot, misses. Rebounded by Maddie Fields. Maddie Fields gets it over to the point guard Redden. Redden over to Ward. Ward wants it in the middle of the paint to Fields. Critchley fires a three-pointer. A little bit long, but rebounded by Fields. Maddie Fields, that's 8 points for her on the evening, 47-11. Greenbrier West leads with 6:10 to go here in the third quarter. Farish dribbles the ball. Top of the key, Destiny Farish. Gets it over in the corner to Atkins, defended by Ward. Atkins had the ball tipped. Atkins is going to take it back, defended by Fields. Braylon Farish dribbles the ball, wants the mid-range shot, takes it, misses, rebounded by Redden. Redden dribbles the ball in her right hand, gets it down the field, all the way to Fields, but it's going to be off Maddie's foot. Turnover for Greenbrier West. The Farish sisters are going to both take the ball out here on the baseline.
They look a little tired, too.
Oh, I don't blame them.
They're a little wore out. So here with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, that's one thing. We only have 7 players.
And one thing you mentioned about the press, that is a huge testament to the coach of Greater Beckley, because with 7 players, he's been able to press about half the game.
Yeah,
that's very impressive. Pelfrey had her hand a little bit too far into the passing lane, and it was stolen by Critchley, but Critchley misses the layup. Good job there by Parrish. To be more specific, Braylon Parrish able to get back. Ward gets it over to Critchley. Critchley, corner 3, short. Redden wasn't able to get the rebound. She's going to be called for the over-the-back foul. That's the third Cavalier with 3 fouls. Fields, Redden, and Ward all with 3. Greenbrier West still looking for that first 3-pointer to fall here in the second half, and that's something they're going to be looking forward to in the rest of the postseason if Greater Beckley isn't able to make this comeback. Pelfrey has it tipped away from Critchley again. Parrish dribbles the ball down the court. Parrish wants to go all the way. She's going to. Looks like it was tipped a little bit. An air ball. Rebounded once again by the big man Treadway. Down to Redden. Redden gets it over to Critchley. Critchley, 3-pointer. A little bit short. Pelfrey and let's see. Pelfrey and Farish both on the ground. Farish is going to come away with it. Farish dribbles down the line. Braylon Farish over to her sister Destiny Farish for 3. No. Braylon Farish tries to get it. And are we going to have a foul, or is that out of bounds? Let's see. Did you see if they called a foul?
I think he called a foul.
I believe he did too.
He didn't put his fist up like he normally does. So we didn't know.
And that's going to be on Presley Treadway. That's going to be her 4th personal foul. Cavaliers leading score, which fortunately for Greenbrier West, it's a 36-point lead. So they should be fine the rest of this game, but still at the end of the game, you want them to be able to stay out of that foul trouble, especially for the postseason, getting used to that postseason. Treadway leading the Cavaliers, though, right now with 26.
26. Unreal.
Yes, it is unreal. Already Atkins gets the ball into the corner, tripped up a little bit, and Atkins tried to get up, but you can't. Once the ball goes on the ground and you're on the ground, you are not allowed to move. So that's going to be a turnover for Greater Beckley. Greater Beckley, 2-2-1 press here on the Cavaliers. Cavaliers got a man in the middle, Samantha Holiday, replaced with Fields. Critchley dribbles the ball, passes off to Ward. Ward defended, picks up her dribble, gets it down to Redden. Redden gets it past Pelfrey, and Redden goes in and scores. That's 8 points there from Briley Redden. Farish, Destiny Farish, she wanted the 3-pointer, but Fields put her hand up.
That would have been an NBA 3-pointer if she'd have shot that one.
Yes, it would have been. Atkins wanted the 3-pointer as well. She's going to take a mid-range. I believe that was tipped. It's going to be an air ball. Holiday gets it. Gets the outlet pass to Redden. Redden wants the ball down the court to Critchley. 3-pointer. Short. Rebounded, though, by Fields. Fields missed off the back iron. Rebounded by Samantha Holiday. Holiday and Fields doing great working down there in the paint. Holiday on the right low block, Fields on the left low block. They're both doing a great job working off of each other. It's going to be 2 free throws here for Samantha Holiday. Not yet on the board here for the Cavaliers. Let's see if that changes. Hasn't yet. Off the back iron here for Holiday. Holiday's usually a pretty good free throw shooter. Not outstanding, but she's about average.
They've been very impressive all night to me, shooting the ball and how they run their offense and defense. Very well coached team.
Coach Agee does a fantastic job. Farish dribbles down the wall, down the court, gets it over to Atkins. Atkins, nice little floater there, missed off the back iron though, and rebounded by Holiday. Redden dribbles the ball down the court. Atkins looks like she's a little confused. Redden has Critchley in the corner. Chooses not to give it to her, but Fields does get over to Critchley for an even more open 3. Bang! Lacey Critchley, that's 8 for her. And they need her going if Greenbrier West is going to make a deep postseason run. Atkins gets it over from the corner from Parrish. Atkins somehow holds on to it. Pelfrey, mid-range shot, short. Rebounded by Critchley. Critchley crosses over 2 times, gets the ball over midcourt, over to Redden. Haley Ward, can she get her first 3 to follow the game? Yes, she can. Haley Ward drills her first 3-pointer here of the second half. She's got 5 to go. Nice shot there, and that is something Greenbrier West wants to see big time coming in the second half. Ward was 0 for 6 in the first half, so it's good to see her drill her first one here in the second half. Greenbrier West gets the ball right back from Greater Beckley. Redden dribbles the ball across the half-court line. Over to Critchley. Critchley's already hit a couple. Air ball on that shot.
Beckley Christian, without a doubt, having their worst shooting night of the season.
Yes, 100%.
They can't get a break.
No, and let's see, we're almost 6 minutes into this third quarter, and they have yet to score here in the second half. So Greater Beckley definitely wants to turn that around. But good thing, like you said, and we mentioned this several times here on our broadcast, but they don't have any seniors. So the good thing is all these girls are playing again for another year. Rebounded by Ward. Parrish. Destiny Parrish missed a shot off the back iron. Redden takes the ball, wants to go coast to coast. Isn't going to get to. Air ball from Redden and Holiday both. Redden gets out to Critchley. 3-pointer. Short. Rebounded by Ward. She's got it. Haley Ward. Haley Ward's done pretty good on the boards this evening. Greenbrier West definitely wants to see her do that a little bit more here in the postseason. 3-pointer there by Braylon Ferris. A little bit of an air ball there from her. Had an open shot and decided to take it.
Yeah, she doesn't shoot much. She's a good shooter, but she doesn't shoot much. I've been trying to get her to shoot all year, but she's wore out. I can tell. They're tired. They're frustrated. They're down.
Ward a little bit of an early 3, but rebounded by Maddie Fields. That's going to put Maddie Fields in double figures this evening with 10 points. Braylon Ferris dribbles it over the top line. And, oh my goodness, Destiny Ferris tried to get a little bit. And Steve, that just typifies the night right there. She hit the railing above the basket before it even got to the basket, and she's had a rough night shooting the ball. She really has, and the thing is, when you're down by 49, there's not much to play for at this point. There's really not. Your hopes are down. You're not feeling it at all whatsoever.
Yeah, she's had a real good year, and she's going to be upset when I can tell she's upset now. But the way she shot the ball and just the way the overall team was played, they haven't played good, and they had to play their best basketball to even be in the ball game.
Exactly.
And, they played one of the worst games of the year.
Critchley, a nice outlet pass there. Outlet pass, passing the paint to Samantha Holiday. Samantha Holiday's going to the free throw line for an and-1. Let's see. Foul's going to be on number 21, Kaylee Price. Number 41, Emma Wilkerson. That's going to be her first personal. I believe this is her first time into the game. You know anything about Miss Wilkerson?
Yes, Emma's been a real good player for us. She's been the sixth girl off the bench, and she's really done what she's expected to do of her. She's really helped out this year.
And, who knows? Who knows what she'll end up doing? I'm assuming she's only a freshman or a sophomore, too, so she's going to get...
Emma's a junior.
She's a junior. Oh, daggone. Okay. She's still got one more year, though.
She's got one more year. She's handled her role real well, and she's done what she's asked, and
And that's all you can
when
really.
You only have 6 players. You know, like I said, it's hard for her. You don't know who she's going to come in for. Whoever's in foul trouble or whoever's tired. She don't know if she's going to be a guard, forward, or whatever. So she's really done her part.
Exactly, and that's what you need a player off the bench to come and do. And finally, Greater Beckley able to get on the board here in the second half. Leah Atkins able to hit a free throw. So a teeny bit of speck of light for the Crusaders. And there's another speck of light. Atkins able to tip the ball. Parrish is going to take the ball coast to coast, but misses. Lacey Critchley defended by Atkins. Critchley going to stay up. Samantha Holiday, she wants a three-pointer. A little bit off the back iron. Let's see, Farish going to take the ball. She wanted the three-pointer, decides not to take it.
Hey, she can miss 4 or 5 in a row. It doesn't bother her. She's going to shoot if she gets open again.
And that's the thing, too. It's frustrating for her because she knows the scoring's got to come from somewhere. So,
yeah, her and Leah have to score, and both of them had off shooting nights.
Exactly. They have to. Well, there you go. Oh, but one too many steps in from Greater Beckley. I thought that was going to be 2 points there.
Yeah, good move by Braylon that time, and she got the walking call, which was questionable.
3 seconds here for Greenbrier West. Are we going to see a half-court heave? We are going to see a half-court heave from Redden. Redden's not going to get the ball off in time. She shot it with her offhand. Oh, my goodness. Alrighty, we're going to be right back at you from Greenbrier West. This game is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A and its 18 West Virginia owner-operators salute the more than 86,000 boys and girls that participate in scholastic sports in our state. Chick-fil-A recognizes that participation in high school sports helps to develop leadership and teamwork skills that prepare each participant for life. The same values that Chick-fil-A in your community shares. We'll be right back at you here in a few seconds from Greenbrier West. This is your host, Matthew Thomas, with Steve Taysom.
Sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful.
Hi, this is Patayo.
And this is Elsa.
And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. I really like the marinated chicken breast because the spice comes in at just the right moment.
Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. It's highlighting the flavors in the chicken. That's what really makes me happy. Are you going to eat all your fries?
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
And we are back to Greenbrier West High School. This game is brought to you by Parmar Stores. If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. Parmar Stores have 200 locations throughout the region to serve you. Parmar Stores is the official store of high school sports in West Virginia. Let's get this fourth quarter started here from Linda K. Epling Stadium at Greenbrier West. Farish is, oh my goodness. Destiny Farish tried to take the ball into the lane, and right now, Greater Beckley just seems a little bit disgruntled, to say the least. Steve?
Definitely. You're down 51 points. You'd be a little upset yourself.
100%. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. Let's see if they can get a few points here to cut it to inside 50. Leah Atkins tried to dribble the ball inside, wasn't able to. Rebounded by Redden. Redden takes the ball down the court. Redden wants coast to coast, and she's going to get smacked and fouled by number 11, Destiny Farish. Destiny Ferris, that's going to be her third personal foul. Team's first foul of the fourth quarter here for Greater Beckley. If anybody is just tuning in, we have 7:32 to go here in the last quarter. Greenbrier West has dominated this game. Greater Beckley only has 7 players on their full roster, and unfortunately due to that and the size of Greenbrier West, they have dominated not only the turnover battle, but they have dominated the boards. Presley Treadway has been doing fantastic, dropping an amazing 26 points tonight, which it's nothing out of the ordinary.
What is her career high?
What's her career high? It's in the 40s. It's over there. It's over there on the wall. I believe it's 43, if I'm not mistaken, 42 or 40.
Well, she was on the way the first quarter. She was on her way to top that.
Oh, she was. Let's see if she can hit it in the second half. Ward shoots a 3, misses. Rebounded by Treadway. There's 2 more, and it's an and 1. Presley Treadway, there's 28. Treadway more than likely going to sniff 30 points here this evening. Let's see if she's going to be able to get it. She's got 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go. And honestly, that's one thing that the Greenbrier West fans here would love to see. And I know her mom and dad, both here in the stands, would love to see it as well, see her break her own record. That'd be incredible. Alrighty. She also has the Greenbrier West all-time leading scorer for boys and girls.
Wow.
Leah Atkins takes the ball coast to coast and is going to get 2 points here for the Crusaders. But yeah, she leads all of Greenbrier West scoring all time, and she wants 30. Doesn't quite get it there. Rebounded by Leah Atkins. Atkins takes the ball up the court as Greenbrier West gets their defense set up. It looks like they're going to be running a 2-3 defense. 3-pointer here from Farish. Braylon Ferris that time, but rebounded by Treadway. Treadway wants to go coast to coast. She takes that mid-range shot. And as I said earlier today in the podcast, I'd never seen her miss one of those shots before. She takes it and she misses the first one I've seen. And there we go. Destiny Ferris able to take it coast to coast. She's going to get it 2 points there. Nice job there. And it looks like Greater Beckley fell asleep, but so did Maddie Fields, missing the wide open layup. Destiny Ferris, and she gets it stolen right back from Fields. Fields gets it over to Critchley, crosses over to her left hand, takes the ball up to the top of the key, dribbles near the baseline. Briley Redden to get on fire from three. Can she do it? Nope. She's going to miss off the backside. Rebounded by Fields. Fields misses as well. Treadway tried to rebound, but wasn't able to. Rebound goes to Braylon Farish. Farish wants to go coast to coast, and she does. That's that offense that you've been talking about this whole game that Greater Beckley's finally able to get going now.
They finally look like they've been looking all year. They're taking the ball to the basket. They shoot the three. When they're making those, they look real good. But tonight, there's been a little in that basket.
Exactly, and I understand that they are nervous because of the size of Greenbrier West, but at the end of the day, you never want to go away from your identity. If your identity is dribbling into the ball, kicking out, shooting three-pointers, that needs to be what you're doing that evening. If your identity happens to be dribbling the ball and finishing at the hoop, that's what it's got to be.
Exactly.
And Treadway hits 30 points. That's her 30th point of the evening. Treadway is only about 11 points away from tying the Greenbrier West school record, which is held by Presley Treadway.
Well, she scored 30, and Beckley Christian has 20. She's outscored Beckley Christian by herself by 10 points.
Yes, she has, and that's 31 for her on the evening. Personally, I would love to see Coach Agee keep her into the game just to see how it goes the rest of the game, being able to get stuff going. Leah Atkins finally able to get stuff going. A nice mid-range off the dribble there from Atkins. That probably puts her in double figures there, don't it? Pretty close to it anyway.
She's got 10.
That's
you're
10,
right.
Yep. I can't believe I remembered that.
Your mind is a young mind. I'll put it that way.
Fields gets it over in the corner, over to Treadway. Treadway fade away. Yes, sir. Why not? Presley Treadway for 33 points. Treadway is climbing up the scoreboard, and favorably so. Oh, we got a three-pointer here once again from Destiny Ferris. That's her second time hitting the gutters. Why did I just say the gutters? The top of the ceiling. See, I'm getting a little bit excited here, Steve.
She is normally a real good shooter, but she has really had a bad night. And Coach Akert has taken her out. I think that was another NBA three-pointer, a little bit too far. And
I'm okay if you take an NBA three-pointer if you're wide open. But the thing is, whenever you're trying to shoot the ball and whenever you got a big man like Maddie Fields, standing at 5'10", 5'11", standing over top of you, at the end of the day, that's not a good shot. So, alrighty. This game is brought to you guys by Hope Gas. Hope Gas congratulates the teams for making it to the state championship. Learn more about Hope's community efforts by following them on Instagram. Good luck, teams, from everyone at Hope Gas. So, yeah, I mean, as of right now, we can't – I'm never going to say anything, but Greenbrier West is going to win this ball game.
No doubt.
The way this game has been going. So.
Oh, yeah, it's been complete domination from the opening tip, to tell you the truth. It's Greenbrier West has played their game. They've looked great. They've shot the ball well. And if they missed the outside shot, they just got to rebound, put it back in. So even though they were 100% that time down the floor, they might have shot 1 out of 2, 1 out of 3. But
exactly.
But they scored about every time down the floor.
Exactly. And it's so hard for a team like the Crusaders, who already don't have much depth, and all those girls you could tell are sweating, tired. But at the end of the day, you could tell that every single one of those girls has hearts, and they want to be there.
Yeah,
they want to be here this evening.
They're good girls. They all get along. They're all friends. It's a big learning process for them this year. So they'll take this into next year, I guarantee it.
100%.
They'll learn from it.
And I'm excited to see how they end up doing. Briley Redden over to Haley Ward. Gets it to Treadway. Kick out to Fields. Fields three-pointer, no. Critchley, though, with the rebound. Critchley gets it down to Redden. Redden's going to take the ball outside. Gets it over to Critchley. Corner three, air ball. And we're going to have an over-the-back foul against Fields. That's going to be Fields' fourth foul of the game. Fields and Treadway both with 4. Fortunately for Greenbrier West, there's a 49-point lead, so foul trouble doesn't really matter. And it looks like Coach Agee is going to ride with his starters the rest of the way to try to get them ready for state. So. And we're going to have another turnover here from Greater Beckley. Pelfrey tried to get the ball there on the sidelines, but wasn't able to get it before it went out of bounds. Critchley's going to take the ball out, get it over to Redden, the point guard for Greenbrier West. Redden dribbles the ball midcourt. She's going to be picked up by Farish. Critchley gets the ball in the corner over to Treadway. Treadway wants 2 more, but great defense there by number 24, Alyssa Motton, able to keep her out of there. And it looks like we're going to have, I believe, is that a travel? You know if that was a travel? I didn't even see.
I called a turnover. I wasn't watching either. I was watching the defense. She was playing on.
We're in the same boat, but both of our heads were in different spots.
She was playing. She played real good defense, and she's the 7th player. She's just been on the team about 2 weeks.
Nice Euro step there from Leah, and not quite able to get the finish for Atkins. We're gonna have a walk here against Bradley Redden. Took 1 too many steps there on the fast break, and she got that grin on her face. She knows she did it. She knows.
She took the NBA walk.
She did take the NBA walk. As you can see there on the baseline is, Greater Beckley. Leah Atkins is going to take the ball up the court. 3:36 to go here in the 4th quarter. Braylon Ferris dribbles the ball, defended by Fields. Atkins pump fakes, acts like she's going to take the 3-pointer, decides not to, but she'll take that mid-range. She hit one of them earlier, and she hits another one now. I think she found her shot there, Steve. Looking good.
She's got 3 field goals here in this 4th quarter.
It's looking really good. Alrighty, Redden over to Ward. Ward not shot the best today, but she drains one there. Haley Ward. Why not? Haley Ward, that puts her in double figures with 10 points exactly. And Ferris, a little bit of a wild shot there from Braylon Ferris. Fields, a wide open fast break layup. Give her 2 points, because why not? That's 12 points here on the evening for Maddie Fields. Usually Fields a little bit more on the scoreboard, but they've been feeding Treadway a bunch more this evening. Leah Atkins has been on fire, but not on that one from 3-point.
Another NBA 3, just a little too far. That's out of the range. That's why she was 3 feet short.
Exactly, and unfortunately,
they're frustrated.
100%. And unfortunately here for Greater Beckley Christian, their only thing has been 3-pointers, and you can tell they're out of sync right now altogether as a team.
Out of sync, and they just can't get work the ball down low because they
Ward
don't have
to Treadway. Sorry to cut you off there, Steve. That's another and 1 for Presley Treadway. She's got 35 on the evening. I mean, I don't know exactly what that scoreboard says over there. She's gonna need at least 3 more baskets to be able to break her own record. But I mean, if they feed her the ball the rest of this game, it very well could happen.
Well, that might be what you're trying to do right here with his 237. He hasn't substituted any of the players, so he's got his first team still after up 54 points. So maybe that's what he's trying to do.
Exactly, and it might be. It very well might be. It's going to be a Greater Beckley ball here on the sidelines. Braylon Ferris is going to take it out and give it to Leah Atkins. Yeah, and to speak to your testament of 3-pointers, Treadway has all these 35 points. Take a guess how many of those have come from the 3-point line. Not a single one of them.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Exactly.
Not a one.
No. And
all good shots.
Exactly. All good shots. Alrighty. Haley Ward takes it down the field. Nice pass to Maddie Fields. Field to Fields. Nice pass there from Ward. Fields able to finish off the fast break layup. That's 80 for the Cavaliers this evening. Atkins dribbles the ball, top of the key. Atkins wants it to get over to Braylon Ferris, and she's going to get it. Ferris over to Atkins. Over to Pelfrey. Pelfrey wants a 3-pointer off the back iron. It's going to be rebounded by Haley Ward. Haley Ward looks up the court. She's going to see Treadway. Nice unselfishness there to get it to Samantha Holiday. That's 6 for Sam Holiday on the evening. Holiday's going to be huge off the bench if Greenbrier West is going to make a deep playoff run here in the state tournament. And it's going to be an over-the-back foul on number 24, Motton. That's going to be a couple. I believe that's her 3rd personal. Let's see if I remember correctly. Her 3rd personal.
I believe you're getting ready to see the subs come in.
And we are. We got a few substitutions. And it looks like, we're going to have 2 shots here from Treadway. That's right, because she was on offense. If Treadway can hit both of these, she'll have 30. Let me see. She'll have 37 on the evening.
If she comes out, she'll get a standing ovation, I believe.
100%. We'll see if she comes out or not.
I'm not sure if she'll come out or not. There's 3 players coming in.
Let's see if she does or not. Misses the front end. No, she doesn't. Gracie Rhodes and the Steyer sisters are going to come into the game for the Cavaliers. And a standing ovation here from the Greenbrier West fans as Greenbrier West leads by 58. Also another substitution into the game. Treadway unfortunately misses both free throws. That's not going to help her case if she's going to get those points. But at the end of the day, Treadway wants to move on to the next round and make it to the state tournament. So very unselfish player, and I've talked to her many times about it. Sam Holliday says, give me that from Atkins. And we're going to have a timeout here.
Here it comes.
Greenbrier West has a substitution into the game. They're going to bring in Miss Destiny into the game. Alrighty. Samantha Holiday, nice pump fake there. Wants to dribble it into the lane. Samantha Holiday backs her in. And Samantha Holiday is going to get a foul drawn on number 24, Allison Martin. That's going to be her 4th personal foul. Free throws the rest of the way for Greenbrier West. And Greenbrier West now has all substitutions into the game. Holiday's first free throw's up, sure. That's Holiday's 7th point of the evening. 83-24, Greenbrier West leads up by 59 with 1:07 to go here in your 4th quarter. Holiday to make it a 60-point lead. She can't. It's going to be rebounded by Adkins. Adkins dribbles the ball down the court for Greater Beckley. Nice in and out move there from Adkins. Gets it over to Braylon Farish. Farish dribbles the ball, gets it right back to Adkins. Adkins is going to be double teamed by Christiana Steyer. Rhodes with the steal. Rhodes, a nice crossover. The freshman isn't quite able to make the basket happen, but Samantha Holiday cleans it up under the paint. That's 9 for Sam Holiday. And it looks like we got a full team substitution again for Greenbrier West. They're going to bring back in all their starters. They want all their starters, all their seniors to be able to get one last chance to play at Greenbrier West.
I don't think he cares about them scoring
No,
again.
he doesn't.
He just puts them on the floor just to be on the game, be on the floor when the game ends.
He wants to. The only thing that would make this better is if Abigail Thomas was able to be standing there on the court as well with them. Number 14 hanging up there in the rafters. She's as much of a part team as any of them, and it really stinks to have a starter like that out for them. And, yeah, especially being related to her. But
Yeah. She needs to be out there. But
at the end of the day, stuff happens, and Greenbrier West is going to walk out of here up 85-24. And this is one of the best Greenbrier West girls teams that this team has had in the last couple of years. And Maddie Fields is going to foul out. Maddie Fields is going to end this game with 14 points here.
I think she was happy she fouled out.
Oh, 100%. Standing ovation from the Greenbrier West crowd. Atkins dribbles the last couple seconds out. 3, 2, 1. And, folks, that is going to be your final here from Trumco, West Virginia, and Greenbrier West. 85-24, Greenbrier West defeats Greater Beckley. And we've got a standing ovation here. The fans love being able to see Greenbrier West making the state tournament 2 out of the last 3 years. They had a star-studded senior group a couple years ago, and they got a star-studded senior group this year as well. And I'm super excited to be able to see what they can make happen in the state tournament, Steve.
One of the better teams I've watched all year. Well coached, well disciplined. Players know what to do. They know what their other teammates are doing on the floor. I don't know if they played this good on the road, but boy, if they could play every game right here, I'd take Greenbrier West to win it all right there, because they played a great game, great crowd. Beckley Christian played one of their worst games, especially shooting-wise, but that part of that was because of Greenbrier West's defense. But they're a very talented team. Beckley Christian's young. They'll be back next year. Hopefully they can find a few more players that may be able to get, so they can get some rebounds next year. But they had a pretty good year, but Greenbrier West has a chance to win it all.
They definitely do, and you know for a fact that this is going to be an emotional evening here for West. 2 years ago, we got to watch these girls take down the net. And fortunately this year, we're excited to see them do it again. Like I said, and I'll say this again, I'll probably get teary-eyed saying this, as I've said it once before. The only thing I wish could happen right here would be my sister being able to sit in there in the crowd. I mean, I'm not going to Showboating said that the whole way, and I know she would do anything to be able to be playing on this court this evening, but her health matters more than anything, and my parents made one of the most difficult decisions for her not to be able to play. She begged them to be able to play, but at the end of the day, it was a good choice for her to set out, keep her knee rested healthy, and not push it. But Greenbrier West is going to head to the state tournament. They're going to Charleston, baby. I'm super excited to see how it goes in the state tournament run. But back to Greater Beckley here before we go to a quick commercial break here for this evening. I want to give a huge shout-out especially to Leah Adkins, and I want to give a huge shout-out to Destiny Ferris. Those two players have a bright future ahead of them, and neither one of them are seniors. Y'all don't got any seniors on your team, and I am so excited to be able to see what this team is going to be able to do in the next coming years.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and they're going to be much better next year because they learned a lot this year. Mm-hmm. They've been under Lane for 1 year. My two granddaughters transferred from Summers County over to Beckley, and they learned a lot this year. And if he finds a couple of big girls somewhere where they can get on the boards, that program's really in for a big step up because they're well coached. Lane does a great job. Two good assistants in Tommy and Devin, his son, and I'm looking forward to watching them play the next few years. But they're definitely a year, maybe 2 years away. But Leah's led them in scoring. She's a sophomore. Destiny was second in scoring. She's a freshman. They're going to be there 2 and 3 more years. So the program's getting there, and it's going to be. I could sit here for an hour and tell you what all they've done this year to make a program a successful program, and they have done it, and it's going to be a good program. But this year, Greenbrier West, this could be their year. I mean, their program is top notch. The facility's super. The fans support them. I'll be rooting for them to win it.
But I really do appreciate that, Steve. A couple things I wanted to mention. First of all, the fact that you guys have a team that is built for the future and still made it this close to the state tournament this year says a testament to the coach and also to every single player on this team. There's not any bit of body language that I saw out there on the court by any of the Crusaders tonight that said, I don't want to be here. Every single one of those girls wanted to be here in this gymnasium tonight, and the scoreboard does not tell the story of how their season went. You don't make it this far into the tournament, almost making it into the state tournament, and not be a good ball team. That's not how that works. And then second thing, a lot of people that are listening right now, if you all remember how, I know this wasn't quite as exciting, but I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a rerun. Back a couple of years ago, Greenbrier West played Webster County in this gymnasium. It was 47-46. Greenbrier West came out with a 1-point victory and was able to get the higher seed in the state tournament, and then proceeded to lose to that exact same Webster County team, with Sydney Bear dropping 40 of their 53 points in the state tournament. Now, here's the question from Greenbrier West. You have two big questions to answer for me. Number one, can you shoot the three-point ball well if you can't get it into the paint to Presley Treadway and Maddie Fields? That's question number one. And question number two, if you are able to get it into the paint to those two players, can you make your free throws? Because I can promise you right now, when you get into the state tournament, it's going to be a hard-fought, close game, and it is not going to be a blowout by either side. So, how is this going to go? That is yet to be answered. But they need to have players like Briley Redden, Lacey Critchley, Haley Ward. Those three players in particular step up, and they need to have that three-headed score along with Treadway and Fields to be able to make it happen. So,
well, now you probably got a 3 games left in the season, hopefully.
Yes, exactly.
So, if you play good 3 games, you're going to be single-A state champs. They've got the talent to do it now, but there's off games. But if they go down there and play to their potential, they'll walk away with it because they have the 3-point range that I've seen tonight. They shoot to 3. Now you can't guarantee they're going to make 50% of the threes, but now so do probably 2 or 3 other teams down there. So it's who plays that best game on that night. And they've got to get rest. They've got to get down there. They've got to play with confidence. They can't be scared. You never know what's going to happen. But these girls, they weren't intimidated at all.
No, they weren't.
They come to play, and they were ready to play when the whistle blew, and they played till the end of final whistle sounded. So I was very impressed with the Greenbrier West tonight.
And I appreciate you for all the compliments you've made. And like I said, there's nothing but compliments I have from the Crusaders for what they've been given. They haven't had much to work with this season, unfortunately, and they still made it this far in the tournament, being able to make it into the second round. One big thing here from Greenbrier West that I mentioned earlier, to elaborate on not only the three-point shooting but the rebounding as well, guard play. Guard play from Greenbrier West is definitely their weak point. If Greenbrier West is not able to get the ball out of presses, and if they are not able to have their guards make plays happen, they're not going to win a state tournament. They have to have their guards play top-notch, because you know what Treadway and Fields are going to give you down there in the paint. They are going to be two of the most dominating, hard-nosed players that you'll have in single A, and both of them will probably have double-digit rebounds in the state tournament games on every single one of them. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if those guards, Redden, Ward, and Critchley don't come up and they aren't able to make something happen. So you got to have those players, those three players, and I'm excited to see if they can step up and make it happen.
Well, basketball, as we talked about earlier, was a different game back years ago. It was a big man's game. You had to have the center. You had to have big forwards. Now it's a guards game, a quick forwards game. That's how they play. You cannot win tournaments now in college or high school or even the professional ranks without top-notch guard play.
No, you can't.
The guys that used to be drafted first in the NBA was 6'11", 7 foot. Mm-hmm. Now they're the 6'1", 6'2", 6'3 guards. Uh-huh. You have to have that playmaker out there that runs the floor and handles the whole offense, and then you have to have the shooting guards too. So guard play, you can't win without it in tournament play.
No, you can't. And the thing is about guards too, guards control everything. You want those those forwards, and you want those centers and Treadway and Fields to be able to be comfortable down the paint. You don't want them to have to come out. But if that pressure is able to get to Redden, Critchley, and Ward, then you're going to have somebody else step up and be able to make up the difference with that guard play. So the question is, like I said earlier, are those three players going to be able to make the difference in the tournament?
I think they will. I don't see them not playing at the top of their level. I mean, by what I've seen tonight, they're going to come to play. They're going to play great. And if the team gels in the tournament games, I think you'll see them come away with a win.
If Redden has a good game in the state tournament, Greenbrier West will at least at the bare minimum move on to the second round. Cut it on tape. Clip me saying that. It does not matter to me. Redden, and she's one I've been watching a bunch recently. She had 3-pointers against Richwood in just the second quarter. If they can have her do that in the state tournament, Greenbrier West will move on to at least the second round. And the thing is, Greenbrier West hasn't won a second round game. I don't know if they've done it in over 30 years. So when we made it to the state tournament, that was our first state tournament appearance 2 years ago, class of 2023. That was over 30 years ago, our first time making it to the state tournament in that many years. But we got beat in the first round. So us being able to make it to the second round is going to be a huge, 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 huge deal for these girls, especially because a lot of these seniors were sophomores at the time, being able to do it one last time. So,
well, this has always been a very talented area.
Yes,
it's not that big. It's amazing. The talent you get from this area for the population you have.
Yes.
But to the athletes, basketball, football, baseball, all the sports, Greenbrier West has always been competitive, and it starts in the grade school levels and it goes up. And when you have good coaching and a good program, you just continue to win. And I really hope the West girls program has really come on in the last few years, and I expect them just to keep going.
Exactly. And one beautiful thing I love to see is that these players play like family. They're not just basketball players, and they're not just teammates. They're family and they're sisters. Every single one of these girls have spent the last 4 years at least with each other, every single one of them. And the fact that they are able to make so many of these things happen, and the fact that they are able to make such a deep run in this tournament despite not having one of their better players is a huge testament to, like you said, how they're being coached and how they're able to make things happen both on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball.
Well, I've said this my entire life, and to me this is one thing I'll tell you that's very important in every aspect. team chemistry.
Yes.
If
Oh
you
my
don't
goodness.
have team chemistry, you're not going to win. I don't
No.
care how much talent you have. And I believe that from the grade school level all the way up to the pros. When you have guys or girls that get along, that know where each other player is going to be on the floor. When they come down the floor, they come down 3-on-1. They know that she's going to break here. She's going to be over here. I'm going to get you the ball. When you have team chemistry, along with talent and a good team, you're going to win it all.
Exactly.
When you have good talent and no team chemistry, you're not going to win it all.
No, you're not. You never are. Alrighty, guys, we are going to take a quick break. I'm going to be right back with the coach of Greenbrier West, Mark Agee, here in just a second. We're going to do a short little interview with him. I'll be right back after this commercial break. This is the Greenbrier Valley Channel. I'm your host, Matthew Thomas, with Steve Tasos. Let me get Coach real quick. And what I'll do is I'll take you.
Reno Medical Center is located in the heart of Reno and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Reno Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium-duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful.
Hi, this is Patayo.
And this is Elsa.
And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. I really like the marinated chicken breast because the spice comes in at just the right moment.
Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. It's highlighting the flavors in the chicken. That's what really makes me happy. Are you going to eat all your fries?
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should.
Everything, Morgan, Harry? We good? We good? Awesome. Hey, Joe, can you hear me? Yeah, to me. Yeah, to me. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Give me a thumbs up. We good? We good? Alrighty, everyone. And I'm with head coach of the Greenbrier West Cavaliers. And now 2 out of the last 3 years making it to the state tournament, Mark Agee. Coach, just give me all the emotions that you got right now.
Oh, we're blessed. We're blessed. I mean, what more can you say? We're excited to go. The girls have worked hard for it. We're just blessed to go. We're blessed to go and excited to go.
So one big thing I was talking about with Steve over there the last couple minutes to make it to the state tournament, make a deep run. You already know what Fields and Treadway are going to give you. What is something that you can get from Redden, what you can get from Lacey, and what you could get from Haley to be able to get that state tournament run from those guards instead of doing everything from the post?
Oh, I think you saw it tonight. You know, they stepped up defensively, kept the three-pointer from falling on the other team. They made some good shots tonight from the three. They're stepping up in every way they can, and that's what's going to help us going forward. So
Exactly. And one thing I'm super excited to see is how well they're able to dominate on the both offensive and defensive end of the glass. You already know how well they've done this all season, and I can't wait to see how well they're going to do it during the state tournament run, because now this is a mature team. They've been together for 4 years now, and there's going to be so many things that they're able to make happen. I truly can't wait to see it, Coach. You excited to cut down that net?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go. We got one more step to go, folks. We got to cut down that net in Charleston, but I'm going to let you go, Coach. I appreciate you, Coach. You have a great one. All righty. That was Coach Mark Agee from the Greenbrier Valley Sports Network. We'll be right back at you with a commercial break. This is your host, Matthew Thomas. We're going to do one more, but it's going to be something short, nothing crazy. little bit too much fun and gone over. Well, I appreciate it, man. It's a whole. Yes, sir. We're ready. Alrighty, and we are back from Greenbrier West here at Charmco, West Virginia. A dominating victory here from the Greenbrier West Cavaliers, 85-24 over the Greater Beckley Christian Crusaders. Greater Beckley, we've talked mostly about Greenbrier West so far to start out this thing, so we're going to end it by talking about Greater Beckley Christian. So, what do you believe is the future moves here, Steve, for the future for the for the Greater Beckley Crusaders?
Well, they definitely have a bright future. They've got the right coach in place. They've got great girls right now that are really young. A lot of their games have been on Facebook and on TV.
Yes.
There's so much going on with that program that's positive. The school's backing them. They're doing everything right. It's going to be another 2 or 3 years maybe before, but that program is going to take off. You mark my word, that they're going to have a great girls basketball program in the next 2 to 3 years. I really believe that. And I'm excited to be able to watch them and see it, the transition go. But tonight's all been Greenbrier West. They deserve it. They're cutting down the nets. The girls are happy. The people are happy. It's really nice to see here.
It really is, too. And the fact that this team hadn't been able to cut down the net for over 30-plus years, and now they're doing it 2 out of the last 3 years, goes to testament of so many things. But we got to start out with head coach Mark Agee. The fact that Mark Agee has been able to grow this program into not only a tournament-bound team, but a tournament-successful team is absolutely incredible. And he's doing it with girls. These girls, the girls, no disrespect to them at all. They're doing their absolute best to be able to get up and be able to do everything they can. But it starts with coaching, man. That's what it comes down to.
In my opinion, I've said that from day one, always. When you put your team together, when you're getting a program together, you hire a coach, a great coach.
Yes.
If you have to pay more, I'm talking about professional level, college level, I don't care who it is. You give me Nick Saban.
Mm-hmm.
You give me Nick Saban at West Virginia, within 5 years they're in the playoffs.
Because then you're going, exactly, because a great coach can take an average program to a great program.
You start with a big time coach and a great coach, and if you put that in place, everything else will fall into place.
Exactly. And to fall back on that team chemistry statement that you made earlier, I would much rather have an average team with fantastic team chemistry than a great team with poor team chemistry. Because I can promise you, any day of the week, if you have a great team with poor team chemistry, they will not do as good as the team with average with good team chemistry.
No team chemistry, you get worse as the season goes on.
Exactly.
No good coach, you get worse as the season goes on. When you have team chemistry, when you have a good coach, things get better, the team gets better, things fall into place. If you don't have it, I don't care if you got 5 All-Staters on your team. If they don't get along and there's problems on the team, you don't have a good coach, you're not going to win, I guarantee it.
100%. And you couldn't be more right about that. And unfortunately, there's a lot of teams nowadays that are dealing with that exact problem. They've got fantastic players on their roster, which could make state tournament appearances. But if you have 1 or 2 players arguing on your team and they're buckering and fisting after each other every single practice, they're not going to get anywhere.
How many times have you seen it? On paper, this team's a lot better than this team.
Exactly.
This team always beats that team.
Exactly.
Because of team chemistry and great coaching.
Exactly. And a lot of that team chemistry can be some of it can't be helped. A lot of times you have team players that have played together for 10-plus years, and then you have others that maybe have a transfer. For example, I was a transfer. I transferred to West my junior year. Now, if you think I transferred because I was fantastic at sports, you're hilarious. But no, there's a new environment I needed to get in. Greenbrier West was the perfect fit for that. But nonetheless, I was able to build that chemistry with these boys, but it took me a lot longer because I didn't have that 10-plus years that some of the other guys do. And that's not me. That's not me trying to play down on myself. That's me saying those guys that have that 10-plus years of experience from elementary school all the way up through high school are going to make themselves so much better because if you work together as a team, you can be a juggernaut, even if you're only average.
People do not realize, and team chemistry is more than just everybody getting along at the moment.
Yes.
You have to go to practice every day. You live with these guys. You go to school with them every day. You're with them 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. You run around with them on weekends. You have parents that get involved. You have coaches that get involved.
Mm-hmm.
And team chemistry you don't hear it talked about enough.
No, you don't.
It is so important. When you have bad team chemistry, it ruins the whole concept. Teams with all the talent in the world, and you wonder why they can't win.
Exactly. And that's a testament to Greenbrier West right here. Let me give you this is a perfect example right now. Presley Treadway had 35 points this evening. 35 points. And the first thing she's going to go do is congratulate her team. If you have a team, I can promise you this, if you have a team where their main leading scorer only cares about their leading and doing all that bull junk, if you care about that and all they care about is getting up in those rafters, if that's all they care about, then I can promise you right now this team would not be going to the state tournament this afternoon.
And they're not jealous of her scoring 30-some points.
Not
they're happy for her.
Exactly.
That's part of team chemistry. They want them to succeed.
Yes.
When you have the problems on certain teams, have all the talent, and somebody wants mad because she scores more points or she gets more rebounds, they give her 8 assists. She should have only had 6. I had 7. So when you have that problem, you don't win.
No, you don't win. And unfortunately, there's teams, like I said earlier, that deal with that every single day. And there's a lot of people that have been a part of programs like that. And when you are a part of a program like that, it is going to rip you to shreds. And you're not going to win very many ball games. It doesn't matter. It's like the saying goes, one bad apple spoils the bunch.
Exactly. And you'd be surprised how many teams don't have that team chemistry and they have that problem on the team.
Yes.
You'd be surprised how many teams are like that.
Yes. And that's another testament to Treadway. For the most part, if your best player is the one scoring all the points and they're the ones getting all the rebounds, but they're the ones that is the most snotty and that's all they care about is putting up those records, then those are going to be the teams that fall down because everything rises and falls on leadership. If you're not able to have that leadership, first of all, from the coaching position and then falling down to the next best player, then you're not going to make it far at all because, like I said, that one bad apple is going to spoil the whole rest of the team. And if you have someone that's mad, and they're the best player, you're going to ruin a team. You will.
100% correct.
Yeah. Well, I think that's pretty much all we have for this evening, guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys listening to the Greenbrier Valley Sports Network. I'm your host, Matthew Thomas, with Mr. Steve Tasos. So long from Greenbrier West High School here in Charmco, West Virginia. God bless y'all. Y'all have a great evening.
Raynell Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful.
Hi, this is Patayo.
And this is Elsa.
And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. I really like the marinated chicken breast because the spice comes in at just the right moment.
Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. It's highlighting the flavors in the chicken. That's what really makes me happy. Are you going to eat all your fries?
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
One-Way Towing, the source for all your towing needs. From cars to trucks, the dreaded crash to just plain stuff. For a job done right, there's only one way.
Reno Medical Center is located in the heart of Reno and has provided quality health care to our community.